What's going on, everybody? Hello and welcome to my top 10 countdown from 10 to 1 of my 10 favorite speedruns of 2019. Today is December 23rd, 2019. I am Dr. Fish, and we have a nice I have a nice treat for you guys. We're gonna get to live through all of my top 10 videos. Some of them are longer runs, so I will only be showing a short portion, but some of them are indeed individual levels, and that will be shown in its completion. And so I'm going to start off at number 10, and this run actually does not come from the game that we are hearing music from, which is, the music is from Wave Race 64. Instead, we have a run from Diddy Kong Racing, a game that I have much enjoyed speedrunning this year. It's become my second game, the game that I play when I'm a bit on break from Wave Race, and I wanted to give a nice look at my number 10 run, my all trophy races 26, my first ever 26. The 2654 that I achieved on September 2nd of this year. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the video. Okay, come on. Okay, never mind. Guess it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So here we go. This is the end of the run that starts in Hot Top Volcano as I clip out of bounds. I do want to keep the music on. I do want to keep the volume on. See, I had some really intense music going on as I was going for this too. It was really intense. Some nice Kirby music going on. So there it is, my overall number 10 run is my 2654 from Diddy Kong Racing all trophy races. This is being really a pain in the butt. It's not wanting to be nice to me. Okay, so next up, we go to Wave Race 64, where I have my number 9 run, which is my Marine Fortress 108-946, achieved on May 29th. This specific time is my first ever benchmark on Marine Fortress. Is my benchmark entry into Marine Fortress 108. I have since achieved a 108-118 as my PB, but I wanted to take a look at this run. I'm actually gonna take off the background music because there's gonna be enough background music coming from my runs. So yeah, here we go into the runs. So to get to the 108, you have to hit you have to beat a certain cycle that you wouldn't get if you were getting a 109. So I had a nice first lap. A bit of a bumpy beginning to lap 2, but it was still pretty fine as I was 0.5 ahead of my PB. But with the really nice turn really helped this run out. So we got a 22-1 second lap. And another thing, fun fact, is that I actually have this run set to music on my 23rd benchmark. It was indeed my 23rd benchmark. One more left, and I would have tied, and I would tie Shibby Pot in game. Oh, I actually restarted it by accident. Oops. But anyways, so that is my number 9, Marine Fortress 108946. A run that I very much enjoyed grinding for. And so next we go back to Diddy Kong Racing for my number 8 run, which is my Spaceport Alpha Plane shortcut 3-lap time of 55:25, which at the time on August 19th was a U.S. national record. So let's go take a look at this run. Shoutouts to Giz for the voice comms with me. And also shout out to Missing Bananas. Also shout outs to a lot of extra barrel rolls. I should have killed this, but I didn't. I think if I had this now, I would do a lot better. I really took it quite slow on these couple of laps. He's right. Having only 7 bananas instead of like 9 or 10 is really bad. If I'd had like 9 or 10, this could have easily been a 50, 54, 53. Hell yeah. What was the last lap? Okay. So that was a run that I really enjoyed, a run that I'm pretty proud of actually getting, because that was my first big DKR time that I ever got. I took the national record from Sweener Dog, who has since reclaimed the national record, but you know, I held it for a little bit of time. And next, so we are reaching to number 7. Number 7, a time that I am very proud of getting. That is the Twilight City 124 420 benchmark. It is my first 124, and I absolutely destroyed the course. I absolutely destroyed it when I got this time. So let's go ahead and take a watch. So a fun fact about this audio is that all the audio you're hearing is coming from my television, because my MREC wasn't playing audio at the time. But nonetheless, I was actually still getting used to the course. I only had a 125.6 as my PB. So this was really cool. I magically got underneath there, because that should, I'm not convinced that should have actually worked. Nonetheless, really good first lap. At that time, I wasn't going underneath. I wasn't doing like quick dives or actual like long dives in runs at the time. Then a beautiful lap 3. The cycle was perfect, and I just raced my butt off. kind of had a good seeking suspicion I got a 124 when I hit that cycle, but I just destroyed it. Holy effing shitballs. Yeah, I was so taken back by that. That was definitely my shocked face run. I did not suspect to get a 124 420. And I have now just recently started going back and trying to beat it, and unfortunately my last run that I got that beats it, the video isn't very good, so I have to get another time. But anyways, moving on to number 6, we actually have my Drake Lake Reverse 111.298, the first ever 111.2, and was world record at the time of was world record when I got it. And so let's go ahead and watch the video. This time was really awesome, and I got it on April 4th, kind of out of nowhere, grinding and going back on my cartridge and just going back to Drake Lake Reverse and seeing what I could do. My current PB on the leaderboards was not my actual PB. I had a 111.490 that I was hoarding, but I ended up giving it up when I got the world record here. Decided that it was worth showing. But that was that specific part was really integral to me getting the time I got. And this wasn't even an amazing lap. I still got a 23.069, but this lap was the lap. Probably the best lap I've ever. I think this is actually the best lap I've ever seen on Drake Lake Reverse. This isn't the world record anymore. As you can see, it's second place. Game has a 111.22. Game is a 111.222. But this was world record at the time, 22.906. World record at the time was 111.311. That was super solid run for me. So we have come to the point where we are at the halfway mark. These are the upper 5 runs of the year. So these are all going to be very, very high tier runs for me, especially because number 6 was only a world record. Like, number 6 was a world record run. However, these next runs are all, I'd argue, almost better. Most of them. Obviously, I think all of them are better, or at least in my favorite. It's a little bit more. Number 5. Moving on to the most difficult course in wave race, Glacier Coast, with my Glacier Coast 115.713, which I achieved during Olympics, and was an extremely strong time. So let's watch. So I achieved this time in late July. I'll have to take a look, and I'll mention it before I move on to number 4. So this run still holds second place on Glacier Coast. Definitely super strong. The only person who's gotten a better time is Shibby Pod, and his PB is currently the untied 114.999. So this is overall a super strong run. The 0.7 lap, I got a really nice ice turn on lap 2 when it wasn't very favorable. And I just overall played this lap very well to not completely ruin the run. So yeah, like I mentioned, my last lap was a 0.7, which is why I didn't get the which is why I got the 1:16.0. So if I was to get any better of a time on the last lap, which I did, I would have I would get the time. A lot of bumps around. Maybe I could have gotten a 0.3 lap, but I got it. Yep. 1:15.713. That is still second place on Glacier Coast now. So I achieved it on July 24th, during the latter half of Olympics, during the week 4 Glacier Coast and Drake Lake week. So moving into the top 4, and man, it was really hard to pick between some of these runs to put where I would put them. I definitely wanted to put all these runs where they were. They definitely are, I believe, my 4 best. So from here on out, this is very difficult, and so number 4 is my championship reverse 13:10 that I achieved on September 26th. This time is 1 second off of the current world record, and I loved this run. It was a run where I got a lot of really great times and put a very solid run together. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, the Southern Island Reverse, the closing course of this run. So I thought it'd be a 13:11. Oh. So I was super nervous at this point because I'm minus 1.8 on a 13:13 this is before I was using detailed timer. So like I didn't really know what my gold was. I knew I had like I had very small time save. So that means I had the difference, like that's pretty much like telling you what the detailed timer would tell you without it giving me the actual numbers. So I was really nerve-wracking there. I can remember that being like super nerve-wracking. After that, I just played it really wide and I didn't want to lose the run. And I got right underneath the buoy there. I knew I could get underneath that. Otherwise, I would have taken it wide or risked losing the run. But we got it. I got it. That was so clutch. The last course was so clutch. To actually gold Southern Island Reverse was insane. And world record isn't free, by the way. I thought it was at the time. It just wasn't. And so there it is, the 13:10. Still looking for that 13:09. It's a tough run. Really is a tough run. But reverse is so good. So transitioning from one RTA category to another in Wave Race 64, my number 3 run is the All Championships 51:57. Not my if you'll notice, some of these aren't my current PBs. Like the Marine Fortress isn't my current PB, the All Trophy Races one isn't my current PB, and neither is this 51:57. I got this early in the year, January 17th. The reason I chose this specific time is because it's my first, I guess it's mainly because it's my first 51, and it was very clutch, and I had gone down to a 52:03 and need to shave pretty much just 4 seconds off to get to 51:59. And so I want to watch and look at the end of this run. It starts here because it's so fitting that when it starts here. Yeah. I was on some good pace here. So I was very careful there. I just bonked into every single wave, which is fine. Man, this is when I wasn't changing to alternate colors. I was so nervous about losing time in this run. I was so nervous. This is not a very good Southern Island reverse, but it just goes to show like the level that I had to like that I was able to actually calm nerves. I still could have gotten like a 123, 124 and still PB'd to the 51, but it was super clutch. Bonking on everything. But I think that's the beauty of this run is the fact that I'm bonking everywhere and still just keeping composure in my at least on the screen. It looks like I'm keeping composure. I'm really like not on the cycle I would really want it. I would accept at this point. I'd be losing time to this, and I might have lost time to this if I had splits up, but I just didn't. I had a really bad cough at the time. Took a while to go away. That felt really good. Number 3, 51-57, man. If that important of a run, that was the second only 51-57. Man, what I wonder what times could beat that run. Man, that's number 3. We still have 2 more runs left. Well, these 2 runs definitely beat them. 3 and 4 were the close calls. Number 2, I just got this time recently. The Port Blue 117-921. Becoming the second ever player to achieve a 117 on Port Blue, untying a 3-year untied world record by Shibby Pod. So he still has a world record, but it's not an untied world record. So let's watch this amazing run. Oh, what? Oh. Oops, did I make it on did I private it or something?
45-7 on that wave is garbage.
1 second. My apologies, everybody. Huh. Weird. It doesn't like it on there, but it likes it on it'll play it on Twitch. I apologize. This is messing up the video. Okay. So I will point out which wave I say that about when we get there. Very true. Yeah. So lap 1 was good, but a 27-0 doesn't play super friendly for a good cycle usually, especially because you might catch the wave there like I did. So you will see the results of that in this lap. So when I say 45.7 at the wave is bad, it's what I can see on my screen, and I think I saw 45.6 on the lap, so which is why I was able to keep going, and I was only 5 thousandths of a millisecond behind. So behind going into the last lap. But this tunnel, I saw how good this tunnel was. And I was like, okay, maybe this is it. Got a buoy hop up. That's the cycle. You technically have to hit that cycle. You pretty much just have to beat that wave and get on top of it. Like I did. It's very true. I beat it. I beat the first frame, which is cool because first frame is 0.999 to 950 to 999, and then the first frame is the first half. But all of these time as amazing as the one 17 is. The number one run this year by me that I would consider my best and my favorite is the Sunset Bay world record 105.006, achieved on July 17th, and also the Port Blue is achieved on December 18th, so I achieved it 5 days ago from now, and it's just a great run and I love it. But this run that I got in the middle of Olympics was just absolutely insane and incredible. To complete the course and eventually work on it. So I'm just gonna watch this run and not make comments. Yes! New world record! That's a world fucking record. Hell yeah. That's a world record. So, there it is. My top 10 favorite wave race my top 10 favorite speed runs of 2019. 8 Wave Race 64 speed runs and 2 Diddy Kong Racing speed runs. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I want to thank everyone for supporting my stream in 2019. And here's to a hopefully really good 2020 of speed runs. As always, I have been Dr. Fish. You have been awesome, and I will see you later. Peace.